Hello everyone and welcome to another royal reading here at MadWorldTarot. It's Monday afternoon and I am looking at jewelry today. I have looked at the mystery of the missing engagement ring. Where did that go? And now I'm going to look at the rumors that the royal family shut down Meghan's access, or the Queen, the late Queen, shut down her access to the royal collection very early on. And a lot of the stuff, if not all of the stuff we saw Meghan wearing, which she claimed was Diana's, was fake. That story's been around for ages. It's being revisited now by Celt Views. If you want to go and watch her channel and have a refresher course on all these old tales, these old rumors, we're going to look at it again. I have looked at this kind of thing before on this channel, but I'm going to look at it again. Rumors being that even the tiara that she wore at her wedding was fake. The diamonds had the wrong kind of shine. They had a rainbow shine, which they should not have had. If they were real, they wouldn't have reflected like the way they did. So they had the wrong shine. Then Diana's alleged aquamarine ring that she wore when she changed her dress into that Stella McCartney dress. One of the few times I've actually really liked something Meghan has worn. I loved that dress, thought it was fabulous on her. That aquamarine ring, fake, is the rumor. And when you look at the evidence, it does seem to be quite different to the original. The watch, the Cartier watch, the gold one, that she claims is Diana's, also apparently one she bought herself, and we know that she bought herself one when she started earning good money on suits. But this one, the gold one, the story goes, is another one that she bought herself to pretend it was Diana's. So we're going to look at this. We're going to ask if the Queen banned Meghan Markle from wearing jewelry from the royal collection, and if so, why? And did it have something to do with sticky fingers? Because there is a story that Meghan allegedly, all rumors, allegedly stole a diamond, I think it was a necklace. Was it a bracelet or a necklace? Don't know. Diamond something. Bracelet or necklace, I've gone blank now. From Catherine. And MI6 had to retrieve it. So we want to investigate that story a little bit. We want to know how Harry felt, because in the day when this story was being reported that the Queen had banned her, it was a Dan Whitten story in The Sun that the Queen had banned Meghan from wearing royal jewelry. Harry was incensed, according to the story. So the feelings. Harry's feelings, Meghan's feelings. Then we're going to test out the authenticity of these various pieces, the tiara, the ring, the watch. We're going to ask how much Meghan's jewelry collection is worth right now. I don't care about the blood diamonds, just generally what she's accumulated since she's been a working and not so working royal, a malfunctioning royal really. And why doesn't Harry buy her expensive pieces of jewelry? The engagement ring was a very modest affair that she quickly upgraded and seemingly is upgrading again now. According to what I got in the previous reading. Why doesn't he, we all know he's quite a miser, quite mean, doesn't like to pay for things if he can score freebies, finding freebies. But why no push pieces, none of that stuff, anniversary gifts, birthday gifts, nothing. She wears tacky sort of teenage jewelry. The best of times, most of the time. I've forgotten to tell you the tarot deck I'm using, new tarot deck, Pulp Tarot. Thought it's a bit trashy, and I think we're dealing with something that is a bit trashy here today. So there you go, Pulp Tarot. We're going to road test it on this one today. And let's remind you before I lay out the reading, it's tarot. It's woo, okay. We're good to go. It's for fun and entertainment. It's all my opinion. It's all speculation. I read energy here, archetypal energy, because the royals are archetypal as a family. And there is a disclaimer in the box below. Please read it, form your own opinion on all of this. That's the situation. Was she banned? Why? Sticky fingers. Harry's feelings. Meghan's feelings. Tiara. Ring. Watch. value of jewelry collection and why no expensive gifts from has been. Well, not any that we have ever heard about. And we have got the Four of Wands in reverse. Ooh, that is just the four, yeah. No cause for celebration. The Four of Wands. Upright, it's weddings, it's parties, it's joy and celebration, it's a happy home. In reverse, it's the ending of a marriage, it's an unhappy home, a breakup of a home. Something going on, and something possibly has been going on from the very beginning, before the wedding. Four of Wands in reverse, interesting card to show up. Situation we're dealing with, please. The Hierophant, ooh, the Queen. It is the Pope, technically, the Hierophant, but it's our royal family card because the late Queen was, of course, a Hierophant. She was a Taurus. It's major arcana for Taurus. It's also the connection between church and state. It's the royal family. It's status quo and hierarchy and all of those things. It's royal family, and we are talking about royal collections here. So but we're really talking about the late Queen. Her energy has showed up right there, loud and proud. So did she ban Meghan Markle from wearing anything from the royal family? I think so. With the Empress in reverse, I do think so. The Empress, when she's upright, is very generous and giving and lovely and attractive and a mother and full of gifts and largesse and abundance. And in reverse, the Empress is the Queen. The Queen has shown up twice in this reading. We've got the Empress in reverse. She was Empress really, and she's in reverse. That's in her angry aspect, in her slamming the doors shut and saying, you don't have access to my abundance, my gifts, my treasures, the things that I most value, you trashy piece of whatever. You will not have access to this. Also, because this Mother in reverse might have something to do with things like pregnancies, pregnancies that might have been fake even before the wedding. We're going to ask on the next card why, but we've already had a bit of an answer there. So why the ban? Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands is it's a bit of a power play, but it's more than that. It's an adventurer kind of an energy. Interesting. Never thought of that card that way before. It's a very sexual card as well, obviously. The Ace of Wands. So I think she thought that she was a working girl perhaps, and didn't deserve those things. That she was exploiting her certain skills and abilities to lead the dumb one astray. She had a certain reputation, a certain past. Prince Philip was very clear about it. One doesn't marry actresses, one steps out with them, one doesn't marry them. I think he was using the word actress metaphorically. So there's that. It's also that she would take those things, and it's not a monetizing so much as merch them in the sense of self-promotion. Ones are very much PR news. Look at me. I'm wearing Diana's whatever. I'm wearing Queen Mary's whatever. Tra-la. Show off energy. Show off a vulgar display in that Ace of Wands. How about the sticky fingers aspect of things, the diamond bracelet, necklace, whatever it was that allegedly disappeared and had to be retrieved, that kind of aspect, that if things were given or loaned, that yeah, absolutely. Justice in reverse, absolutely. That is behavior that is erring on the criminal. Allegedly, Justice card in reverse. Didn't trust her. Didn't trust her at all. And there might have actually been legal proceedings and maneuvers and things like that behind the scenes. Or threats of, if you do that again, we will press charges, or you will be deported, or something like that. I'm getting a real tight feeling in my chest, and no, hopefully I'm not going to keel over. It's anxiety, it's upset. So I think the Queen literally couldn't believe what she was having to deal with, and no wonder. In very short order, she and her husband had left this mortal coil. That card is incredibly upsetting. Has been and the wife, the alleged wife. How did Harry react to this? Because it's very clear Meghan was banned. The Fool. Well, I'll set off on my new adventure. If you're going to be like that, well then off I go. I'm going to leave. I'm going to go off to somewhere where they love me, and I'm going to be happy, away, stupid or so. Just literally, the Fool is a fool. Can't see the reality of the situation. Was bamboozled, was blind. What's the word? Blinded by lust and whatever else. Just not able to see through the ruse, the web that was woven around him, allegedly. Meghan, how did Meghan feel about being shut out of the vault? Page of Wands. Is not as bad as one might think, the Page of Wands. Bit of a tantrum energy, can get quite angry, the Page of Wands, even upright. But shut down her stories that she was putting out, but it meant the stories got extra with the Page of Wands. That's when she started pounding out the stories into the press, when the PR war really started, escalated. That's what happened. It became then a PR war, and I'm going to win the PR war. Damn you all. But it's not nearly as bad as I would have thought. But of course she is a grifter. And so, if they caught her out at that game, well, then she's got other games lined up. She thought she could outsmart the royals with the PR game that she had, press in her pocket. She had the race card. She was always ready to play. She threatened them with it very early on, according to the rumours that go round and are being resurrected now and picked over again, because I think we're heading towards I keep saying that, I've been saying that for 2 years, we're heading towards the end of this story now. It's a very long final act, but she had a backup plan. So let's look at the items individually, one by one. The tiara, was that a replica? Was it a fake? Queen of Pentacles. I don't think so. I don't think so. It's too earthy, it's too blingy, the Queen of Pentacles, it's too solid. The only thing about the Queen of Pentacles is it's the third manifestation of the Queen, because Earth sign Queen. So she's appeared as the Taurus, the Hierophant, the Empress in reverse, literally as an Empress and a mother, grandmother, and then now we've got the Queen of Pentacles, Earth sign Queen. But she's handing something solid to someone, really solid. So I don't think so. I was all ready to get a fake card, and if that card had been in the reverse, I would have said, oh yes, it was fake, it was a replica. But that one, if it was done so well that nobody would have been fooled by it. So that's interesting to me. She's handing something, and we've got a kind of a tiara. That woman is wearing a garland of flowers and is being handed, she's handing over a pentacle to someone, a solid gold pentacle. I can't see fake in there. I'm trying very hard to find it. As a reader, I have to tell you, trying very hard. If some of you have got good ideas of something I might have missed, then do tell. How about the aquamarine ring, Diana's ring? This, of course, is royal family stuff. And it's the Diana stuff she might have been shut out of, really. Because that was her narrative. I'm Diana too. Look at me over here. Okay. So that's why the Queen said, So how about the ring? that aquamarine ring. We got the Queen of Swords now. It's interesting that these queens are showing up now. Queen of Swords is more likely to say no. You don't get that. I am not giving you access to it. It's not giving me huge fake vibes. It's the Queen again. She's showing up 4 times now. 4 times in this reading. This is her in her official June birthday Queen. This is her as somebody who makes decisions very cold, very clear, very strategic decisions. This person could hold up her sword and say no. Could do. But again, I'm not getting huge energy of no. We've got it here. We've got it here because Empress in reverse. Why? Because of show off and me, Diana, and criminal behavior, potentially, allegedly, all of that. Justice card in reverse. So got all of that already. But wedding, we're at the 4 of Wands in reverse. We're at that unfortunate gathering of family. Well, not family. Celebrities. 4 of Wands in reverse, that unhappy day. We've got Queen of Pentacles with the tiara, and we've got Queen of Swords with a ring. More likely to be a no with the Queen of Swords, but still not that no. But more potential in that Queen of Swords for a no. You don't get the real thing. Here's a fake one you can have. And we've never seen it again. Never, ever, ever, ever. So it's possible. How about the watch? The gold watch. Is that fake? Is that someone she bought? King of Swords. King of Swords. Again, I'm not getting a huge big fake deal here going on. Not getting that. But I'm getting the matching energy of the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. I'm matching, no, you don't get that. And that might be William energy. Of no, she doesn't get that. It might be a Prince Philip energy, because of course he was still around in those days, and no, she doesn't get that. But they're not coming out in reverse, which I would really expect to see. So I'm quite puzzled by these cards, this energy that's coming through here. There, it's clear you don't get the big stuff from us, ever, because we don't trust you. But here, tiara looks like real tiara. Ring, maybe. Watch, maybe. It's possible that they're real. But it's possible if they are real, they're really being watched over very carefully with the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. Very, very carefully. That there's some measures in place to make sure that they are secured. Because those are very strategic, those are very careful energies. Those aren't wild and reckless energies. And oh, you darling thing, welcome to our family. Here, have the entire collection. It's much more strategic. It's much more careful. It's much more silent. So whatever's going on behind the scenes, we're going to have to scratch around and try and figure out. What's the value of her collection, her jewelry collection, blood diamonds excluded, from that she's managed to collect while she's been a member of the royal family? We got the Knight of Wands in reverse. This is not a money card, and it's something that's very reckless, erratic. She blew in and she blew out. That's what the Knight of Wands does. Comes in fast and furious, quite literally in this card, and then disappears just as quickly. You can hear the tires and, hear the screeching brakes and stuff like that with the Knight of Wands. So she was off again. She was there, she was barely there, and then she was gone. There's no time in that turnaround to collect the stuff, the real stuff, the good stuff that, say, Catherine has collected, Camilla has, Sophie has, through long-standing, long journeys there. I think that certainly this stuff is potentially real, all of it. She had access to it. She wasn't denied it. She was denied access to the big stuff, the really important stuff, the stuff that had provenance, the stuff that could be traced back, and this one had worn it on that state occasion and blah blah. That stuff, no. But the ring, the watch, Well, okay, if has-been's going to kick up about it and make a fool of himself, possibly, all right. We make a strategic decision to give her that, shut her up with that. She can, Ace of Wands, look at me. I'm wearing Diana's watch. I'm wearing the ring, although we've never seen that ring again. Who knows what happened to it. But she wasn't there long enough. And she was viewed as dangerous because the Knight of Wands is somebody who is a dangerous energy, an untrustworthy energy, too erratic, too promiscuous, had too much baggage with her. So she shot herself in the foot. If she'd stuck around, she would have got this stuff eventually, but she would have had to stick around for 10 years, not part of her playbook. Why hasn't Harry given her the expensive stuff that the royal family basically stopped her from getting? Why? Three of Wands. It's waiting for something. It's waiting for something. And I would say he's waiting for a big payday. He's waiting for a big payday from Netflix or Better Up or one of those things, all those millions and billions that were promised. The Three of Wands is waiting till your ship comes in. And he's got a long wait. She's got an even longer wait because the ships haven't come in. The billions haven't appeared. They haven't manifested. So it's not a question of doesn't want to give it to her. It was when that deal comes in, then I'll buy you the private jet, then I'll buy you the super yacht, then I'll buy you the whatever. Hasn't happened. Still waiting. He's mean. And no doubt they spent all his money on that house and the security and everything else. Oh, it started to rain and Fluffy's hurtling across the lawn to rush inside. It's just a question of the ship hasn't come in yet. And so poor old Megsie has had to go and redesign her ring herself, possibly spending someone else's money on that emerald that possibly is happening to the engagement ring right now. But anyway, that's your reading. That's a look at what's real and what's not real. And hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.